and welcome to a new video. If you're new here, ni hao, I'm Lizzie and welcome to China. Right now I am here in Chengdu in Sichuan province, or as you might know it, the place of the pandas. And I'm taking a late night stroll here to explore something that the Western media just loves to exaggerate: the homelessness here in China. Now already, spoiler alert, we're not going to find any homeless people because I've been living here for nearly 7 years and I've not seen any homeless person. But anyway, I'm on my way to have some nice barbecue, so I thought I might as well just make a video and see if we might find some in this big city. So let's go. First, let's talk safety. And already, it's not just me walking alone. There's a woman on the other side of the road, also by herself. But yeah, I'm woman alone. My phone is in my back pocket. I'm making a video with my camera and I have zero fear of walking around. I mean, it's kind of a dark alley down there. And walking around this time of night in another country would just be reckless. But here in China, it is totally normal because the crime rate is so low here in China. And when I first made a video walking around at 2 o'clock at night, my dad was so upset with me. I kid you not, he messaged me and said, "Oh, you're risking your life for a video." And I'm like, "Dad, I was literally just going to eat hot pot and I just made a video about it." I mean, here's a police guy. It's safe right now. I mean, it's nearly 2 o'clock. It's very, very busy still this late at night. And I'm not being reckless. I'm just living life. This should be normal everywhere. But for example, where I come from in South Africa, I wouldn't even drive in my car this late at night because it would just be way too dangerous. I wouldn't stop at a red light because definitely when I stop, someone will break into my car, knock out my window. And that is what I thought was normal until I came to China. I mean, just like two and a half months ago, me and my mom had our first fight in China because it was 12 o'clock at night and she went back home and I didn't take her home with my car. I put her in a Didi, which is like the Chinese Uber, and she couldn't believe that I'm putting her in a car with a strange man taking her home. She couldn't believe. And I'm like, that was me 6-7 years ago. I didn't feel comfortable to go out after dinner, leave the house, because that wasn't normal for us. And I've been living here in China, and even for those of you who don't get the chance to live in China, at least just visit China so you can feel how nice it is to have a dinner and then have a nice stroll. So by the way, let me just show you these men right here. So these men, if you see them on these weird little e-bikes with these clothes on, in China, the laws are very, very strict. So if you drink and drive, immediately your license gets taken away. I think you go to jail, I'm not sure, but yeah, it's pretty serious. So it's an app. You call these guys, they come get your car, drive your car home with you, and that's it. And it doesn't cost a lot. I've used them once, and it was 62 RMB for a 35-minute drive. So it's really still kind of affordable. And walking around at this hour, there's something different about it. It's just, honestly just so peaceful. Nice to not feel scared, and everything is open. I mean, look at these people still having a good time this late at night, eating their late night food. Shops are still open, cars are still on the road. It's like it's kind of in the middle of the day, but it's just nighttime. So this guy says, "I live in San Francisco. I dare not go out for a walk after dinner. I sit in the living room watching TV stations like CNN, ABC, CBS, NBC, telling me how much freedom I really have." Okay, so why are there no homelessness in China? Well, I think the biggest reason is family. Because family in China, it's just different. If you lose your job here, your family has got you. No one is going to judge you. If you're struggling, your relatives, your friends, even your neighbors, they will step in and they will help you. A lot of the times people get fired or they quit their jobs, they go back home. But you better know that your mom is going to set up some interviews for you, pick your clothes and send you out of the house. She's not just going to take care of you forever. And that is what I think is needed. It's literally like tough love, I would call it, here in China. There's such a strong family bond here in China, but people don't really feel it as much because I feel like Westerners, we express love more. But I mean, there are more Western homeless people and the families do judge them or kick them out of the house for certain reasons. And here in China, you would not see that. They don't maybe say, I love you as much, but they definitely show it a lot. Like here we got some steps over here. No one, right? Literally, if I sit there, I'm probably gonna be the homeless one, which I don't want to be the weird one. But yeah, look at this. A charging station here connected to a tree. So these are power banks. You literally scan here and it's like 2 or 3 RMB for an hour. You can charge your phone. Down here, subway station. Let me just show you the steps over here. It's a pedestrian underpass, which means we're going through under the bridge. I am a little bit scared though, not because of something bad's going to happen to me, but there's literally no one. And of course, it's just a weird feeling for me. Look at this. I'm literally under the road right now. This is probably the perfect place for someone to stay. Here we got a guy over here. Look, I mean, look, it's so clean. You can literally see the reflection of lights here in an underpass. And this is just ridiculous. It's so clean. I mean, all the lights are even still on. No one's using this. It's crazy. And then here they literally have this for the disabled, people who are in wheelchairs. And that is all because of the government, which is the next reason on my list why there are no homeless people. You can say whatever you want, but the government in China is for the people, which is what it's supposed to be. But other countries make it so normal that the government is just for themselves to be rich. But yeah, in China, if you didn't know, a few years ago, they brought more than 800 million people out of poverty. They give free healthcare for emergencies. They give shelters to homeless people who are struggling. And the government then not just gives them shelter, but they also help them with job opportunities to get back on their feet, or they'll send them back to their families to then get help. That is probably the biggest difference here in China. In here, look at this again, women alone, this time of night. Use the subway, 2-3 RMB, use the share bikes, 2-3 RMB. You can say what you want about the Chinese government. The Chinese government literally works for the people. Ooh, Maple says, I am angry when I know that I have been tricked by fake news and misunderstood other people or countries. So I decided to believe what I saw, heard, and felt by myself. I believe more in the world through the eyes of ordinary people. Just keep an open mind. You can watch your CNN, but if they tell you something bad about China, okay, hear it. But also believe us that's actually living in China and showing you the truth and debunking these lies that the news is telling you. I feel like the biggest question that people always ask is like, are there poor people in China? Yes, of course there are. But the system here is designed so that hitting rock bottom is very rare. There's no tent cities around here. Everyone gets the help that they deserve. I mean, I'm not lying. If that was in another country and a guy is following me while I'm making a video, I would probably run faster than a cheetah right now. But no, it's in China. I'm not gonna lie, I still get a little bit nervous sometimes just because I grew up being a little bit scared, right? You need to look around you at all times. Down here is a parking area, nothing. As you can see, convenience shop still open, lights all around. Talking about what I'm used to in my country, I came to China, and for the first year or two, every time people would come up to me to take a video, I would literally probably run maybe 4 or 5 steps first. Because here in China, if you're a foreigner, it's very normal for people to just come up to you and ask you for a picture. But I'm so used to, like in South Africa, there are beggars everywhere. Like if you stop at a robot, there are beggars. If you are just walking, people would literally just come to you, be in your space, in your bubble, and ask you for money. Here, it does not happen. Chinese people have way too much dignity and too much face, if I can call it that, because here, never ever would you see someone just asking you for money. Sometimes people do need money, extra money, because their kid is sick or some emergency. So what they will do here, I see a lot, is they sing. They would literally stand on the street and they would sing, or they would start like the Chinese TikTok channel to try and make money from that. And that is what they do. They would sell, they would even have like these small little stalls where they just sell something as simple as water. So that is something that I had to get used to, and that is so nice to walk around. And still sometimes when Chinese people come up to me, I'm like, what do you want? I don't have money. I don't have a wallet. A single girl walking around the city at 2 a.m. safely. That's what we called freedom. Yes, exactly. This is the freedom. But I'm not on all my videos, oh, I have freedom, because I'm just showing you that I have freedom. Meanwhile, in America, it's just like, oh, we're the land of the free. But how much freedom do you really have if you can't even go out into your yard after dinner? I mean, look here, as you can see, on the steps, right down there, it's very quiet right now. A bench. Is there a homeless person on this bench? Well, if I sit here, maybe I look like a homeless person, right? But yeah, so these Western media myths that there is in the world, I want to know where. Where are these hidden homeless people? In invisible trains, in secret tunnels? Like, come on. If China did hide their homeless people, pretty sure look there, someone would have found some by now, right? Because I've been living in China for more than 6.5, nearly 7 years, never seen a homeless person. If I go search on YouTube, homeless people, the only homeless people I would find is that Serpent ZA guy and La Y that is spreading so many lies about China just to make money. And a lot of people believe them, which is sad. But yeah, and you would never find a video or someone in China finding homeless people, because it does not exist. Jasmine says, I feel so sad for the homeless and drug addicts in America. Why is their government not doing anything to help their people? I feel like we have the answer to these questions, because the government, especially in America, they spend their money on wars, on guns and equipment, and on themselves to get elected as president, just to then bring the country down and not care about their people. And I'm not making fun of America when I say that, it's just actually the truth. By the way, here I am walking. Can you see all the cars? Look at the e-bikes down there. Cars just here. I mean, there is not a security guard inside. Security guards don't really exist during the day. There are people who make sure they like get tickets if they don't park on the right places. But other than that, these cars are standing here the whole night. So just standing there without anyone watching them, without any locks on. That is the safety that China has. It's just next level. Guys, I kid you not. Maybe 2 weeks ago, I went to this coffee shop and I had to park my car somewhere. And as I went into the parking spot, the guy stopped me. He's like, give me your key. I'm like, oh, whoa, relax. And yeah, he then took my keys, parked my car when I went back. And I realized in the coffee shop, I'm like, I just gave my keys to this random guy who said he's the car guard. And luckily when I got back, my car was still there. The media just loves drama, especially when it's something negative about China. But walk around at 2 a.m. in the morning like I am and you will see the truth. If you don't want to believe me, go look at all the other YouTubers, people that are finally visiting China. and seeing the truth for themselves. Because that's the plan, that's the whole goal of this YouTube channel, is just to show you, not tell you, but actually be here on the clean floor in China and show you the truth about this country. But anyway, it is 2 a.m. in the morning and I'm vibing, I'm loving Chengdu. So excited to explore here the next couple of days. Chengdu, so far you have been incredible. To the haters, just come visit and see China for yourself. That's really all I have to say. But yeah, guys, if you like this video, if you want to ask me any questions, please give a comment down below, like this video, and remember to subscribe, because as always, we've got some great videos coming about China. Thanks for taking a stroll with me, keeping me safe, keeping me company. Now I'm going to enjoy some hot pot. Bye, guys.